So now coming to X, your third film.
Yeah.
You've learned a lot of shit. After having gone through a lot of shit, you've learned a lot.
Absolutely.
So tell me, how did you approach this one?
The biggest learning from making two films and losing a lot of money was that there is no alternative for independent filmmakers but content which is
good,
absolutely radical and vastly different from anything that you've ever seen.
So that's the key word, radical.
Absolutely different from anything that you've seen.
Good as they say.
No. It has to be good. It cannot look cheap. It cannot look indie because people have an allergy towards anything that looks low budget.
Okay,
so it cannot look low budget. It can't be regular. It cannot be formulaic.
Somebody did with the Handicam
No,
years ago,
none of them. They will not work.
All that
will not work. People have got allergic towards because everybody's got a camera now. The minute they see handheld,
they all right.
So we decided we have to make a film which is radically different, which does not use handheld, which looks rich, and which doesn't cost a lot of money.
Okay.
So how do we do that? So it just happened that I was in Goa. We were planning this. There was something called
Sundance, whatever. Is that part of it?
No, there's something called the Goa project where I was managing the film track.
Okay.
And I thought it would be pretty cool that if we can get a lot of filmmakers and we make films in those 2 days. And but the more we thought about it, we thought that it makes more sense if we get 10 filmmakers and they all make films in wherever they are. So if you're in London, you make a film in London.
And then turn up there at this venue.
No, you don't have to turn up. We'll do it all over the net. So the idea originated through the Goa project. But what we did was we said that, okay, we're going to give everyone a budget, say $1,000.
All right. That's all you get?
$1,000, yeah. That's how it started because we had to start somewhere. And we said that make a film which is 4 to 8 minutes long, but it has to be part of a larger film. So what is that larger film that we're going to make and what is the part you're going to make is what we're going to crack. So we had a script writing workshop.
Multiple people making multiple parts of the movie.
So there are 11 directors for this film. So there are 12 heroines.
Wow.
11 DOPs.
Okay, let me jump it. Did you actually complete doing that?
Yeah, we finished shooting. We are all set for edit. So basically what we have now is a film shot in London, US, Delhi,
So how many
Bombay.
nationalities involved in this?
How many?
In nationalities when you talk about the makers. Are they all Indians?
Yeah, they're all Indians and they're all 2 films old. So they all have their own brand value. They all bring something to the table. They all have their own distinctively distinct styles.
And it's discernible in the movie. All these different styles or all they are integrated.
I picked 11 people who don't see eye to eye style wise. That was our selling point. Like we get someone like Q who made Gandu, and then we make somebody like Suparn who makes an underground, not underground, like a horror film, a mainstream horror film. And then we get someone like Anu Menon who makes like a chick flick sort of Anu Menon or Rajshri Oja who made Aisha. So who are mainstream filmmakers. At the same time,
different.
What if we get Nalan Kumaraswamy also to the table? Like a mix, radical mix of 11 flavors which don't seem to be part of a larger film. So the whole idea was to make a film with all of that. So it was basically cracking the plot, and I just had the perfect plot to fit in these 10 stories.
I'm not going to ask you what the plot is, and then nobody will go there. But you actually
so we kept the costs low.
Did you get that story
we got the costs low. So and we decided to produce it ourselves. The money that we ended up spending, we got a presenter for it. So so that's how we managed it. So we're just getting co-producers to take care of the post.
So it's actually 11
of us. It's a collaborative. It's more like a cooperative,
But there is a central theme going through it.
It is one film. It is one film. It's not 11 short stories.
So if you don't tell anybody that this is by so and so, this part by that guy, then it doesn't make a difference to him.
You will. The disparate styles are part of the design and the structure. The stories of a filmmaker who meets this mysterious girl who reminds him of 10 different exes in his life. So each girl is a different flavor. She's a different genre. So one is a mystery, one is an adventure, one is porn, one is whatever. So so you travel through 10.
Porn bit?
Q, obviously, there's no doubt about it. He does a fantastic job.
What did you take part in it? Did you do?
I did the thread. Mine's a mystery.
Oh, yours is the mystery girl.
Mine's a mystery on how are these 10 films connected.
The entire thing cost how much?
11
into $6,000. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's how it started off. But then we had to spend on post. We had to spend on actors. We had to spend
on increasing.
The thing is, this is the monetary component of it. The goodwill component of it cannot be evaluated because when filmmakers come in, they are actually pulling in flavors. Like you won't believe that we have segments shot by Ravi K. Chandran. We have segments shot by Asim Bajaj. We have segment edited by Shrikar Prasad. So we've got like some...
Okay, folks, if you're watching this thing, don't just let it slip by. Go and see X, because obviously there's so much more that's coming to this movie than the average movie that we're seeing.
We've got 12 heroines. We've got Huma Qureshi in it. We've got Swara Bhaskar in it. We've got Radhika Apte in it. We've got Pia Bajpayee in it. We've got like 12 proper heroines.
You have what is known as a multi-star.
And Rajat in the lead. So we have a hero, we have 12 heroines, we have like a cast. So I think this is going to be the film that's going to be a case study for the multiplier effect of what you can do as a collective, what you can do as a group. So that's our strategy.
This is one good example of trying to pull something together in a very new style. But what's in it for the regular indie film producer? You still got to...
You have to think out of the box.
There's
no other solution.
Compete with the Ranjanas of the world or the regular big production.
There is. If you look at the 20 years of independent cinema in Hollywood or here, the only thing that's always stood out is radical content. Blair Witch may not work today, but the fact that it worked that day meant that they thought somebody had the guts to think out of the box.
Unless at any given time, you have to be ahead of your time. So that's basically
absolutely. You have to challenge the form. If you're making small films, challenge the form. Do something which has not been done before, where people say it's possible to do something like that. So,
you guys have developed a kind of club of people who love this kind of stuff. Did you ever try and network that lot, get people together?
Well,
it makes it easier to...
It's a small community. I guess artists rarely appreciate each other's work. So that's why this was an experiment to actually put 11 people together who don't see eye to eye. It kind of helps to build bridges between different sensibilities and different genres. And so this is a start.
Yeah, and this you kind of Facebook thing where you get more people who like this sort of thing. Maybe it might just do...
It would. We started a Google group. We exchanged over 300 emails before we cracked the script together. Then we met up, and then we again met in Goa for the Film Bazaar. So we've done it purely on a collaborative film. This is our film.
And when are we going to see this?
It should be ready in a month and a half. We are planning to get a release, nationwide release. And
when you say nationwide, how many screens will you hit at one time?
We are hoping at least 400, 500
all these
screens.
Big names, you should be getting like a major...
Yeah, we should be able,
release.
which is the key. We are hoping to get about 400, 500 screens. But the film has to speak for that. None of us can do anything if the film sucks.
That so of course.
The film has to...
But then the routine promotions will be that, highlighting...
Yeah, which is why we think that if the film is good, it will earn its P&A costs. Like... If the film is really good, it'll get into like A-League festivals.
Make some money.
Yeah, it'll make money. If the film
Sudesh,
is good, it'll make money.
Lovely talking to you.
Thanks,
and
Madhav.
I really hope this one kicks off. Yes. It's a great new idea.
Yeah, thanks.